Hey y'all, this is T. Graham Brown and you're watching Walking on the Boulevard.
Shattered, that's right. That sounded like something like Frank Sinatra would say, though. I wonder if that's an old saying, an old word. Doobie-doobie-doo. Shadoobie. Shattered. That's it.
Sammy Davis.
Do what?
Sammy Davis.
That's it, boy. Sammy Davis. He was a spark plug, boy. Sammy Davis. Dean Martin. We had a good record on this. This would have been about 1987. Cocktail tone, I don't chatter. The lipstick lips that flirt and flatter. Not a word have I heard before, till I saw her coming through the door. She let her walking, do her talking. She's a brilliant conversationalist. The more she moved, the more I was amazed how gracefully she could turn a phrase. Every thought so well expressed, and every line so picturesque. She let her walking, do her talking. She's a brilliant conversationalist. Yeah, she had so many nice things to say. I had never seen it put quite that way. Her nylons were whispering an invitation. Her high heels provided all the punctuation. I spent the whole night watching her. She had me hanging on her every word. She let me know just what she had in mind. I walked her home one step behind. She let her walking, do her talking. She's a brilliant conversationalist. Yeah, she let her walking, do her talking. She's a brilliant conversationalist. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, baby. Keep talking, baby. Oh, I love to hear the things you got to say. Keep walking, baby. Yeah, yeah. I believe I see what you mean, girl. I believe I catch your drift. I'm real bad about talking, as if you haven't got now. So anyway, the first time, I tell it like it used to be, was out. Had just come out. It was hitting, and it was the first time I ever did the Grand Ole Opry. I've done about 300 shows up to now, but this was the first time. This was the first time, and I went out there and we did. I tell it like it used to be, and people were hooping and hollering, and I immediately started talking, and they quit clapping. So I didn't know her at the time. We later became good friends. She and Sheila, my wife, were especially close. I walked over, and I later learned it was called. They called it. She was taking you to court. But I walked over. I was coming off the stage, and I saw this finger doing like this, and it was Minnie Pearl. And so I knew who she was. So I walked over there and I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "Look, son, don't ever talk over your applause. It's too hard to get." So I try to remember. do that one more time. Now, baby, don't worry if it troubles your mind, 'cause it'll all wash away, girl, in the river of time. If you need a shoulder, honey, I'll be around and be your rock to hold on to till that river goes down. Since hell and high water you're going through, come hell or high water, I'll be here waiting for you. I can't keep you from crying, and I can't stop your pain. And Lord, the brightest of sunshine, it never could stop the rain. But you know that I'll be there, just like that old sun. I'm gonna be your shoulder, baby, till that river goes down. 'Cause it's heaven, high water you're going through. Come hell or high water, I'll be here waiting for you. It's heaven, high water you're going through. Come hell or high water, I'll be here waiting for you. Yeah. Are you with me? You know, Joel, I might have to lower the key in that one of these days. I hate to do that, you know. I never have done that on any song. That would kind of make me feel feeble. What I'm talking about is lowering it so you don't have to strain so hard to hit the high notes. That's George told me, you know, I got to go to that George Jones thing, and I got to sing that. It was great. Yeah, it was fun. It was great, man. We were scheduled to be on it anyway before he died, and man, he was a good guy. I knew him. I'll tell you what, the Two Country for Nashville folks were singing a lot of George Jones today. I was paying attention to y'all. I wasn't just walking by. I had you tuned in. Anyway, so the first time I ever worked with George Jones was in 1985 in Cincinnati at a place called the Cincinnati Garden. And so he invited me on his bus afterward. Man, I was so starstruck. I always was really still. And he invited me on there, and he was still drinking back then, and he had Nancy with him, but he still hadn't quite come out of that deal. And I remember the thing stuck in my mind. He had 3 bottles of whiskey in the sink of the bud, and that just that's about all I can remember about that, actually. There's this, y'all ain't from there. Y'all don't live in Nashville. Y'all live in Louisiana, don't you?
We got run out.
Anyway, yeah, I got run out too. So there's this place in Nashville. It was called Pee Wee's, and it was a place. Pee Wee was the guy that hung around George all the time and got George's drinks, and you know, he was like his funky. And Pee Wee had this place. It was an all-night place. So about 3 in the morning, it was rocking. And so George hung out there a lot, and he said, "Look, I want you to meet me back at Pee Wee's, like on Tuesday. At lunchtime, I'm going to take you to eat." And I thought, man, all right. And I had an old Volkswagen. I had a 63 Volkswagen, I think. And so I rode over there to Pee Wee's, and he said, meet him in the back. And I pulled around, and him and Nancy had a double-wide trailer back there they were living in. And he had a brand new Lincoln. And I sat in the trailer with him talking, and he said, let's go. And he had a brand new Lincoln. And he would get his hair done like twice a week. He was really fanatical about his hair. And I remember being in that car and looking over, and George Jones was driving. I was in the car with George Jones, man, with big old lamb chop sideburns and all the hair out of place. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And later on, we didn't go out there for Christmas sometimes. We were friends. We were actually real friends. And a lot of people say that, but we were. And Sheila took Nancy some fried corn the other day. They love that. And she's doing all right, y'all. She's having good days and bad days, but she's doing okay. And so I did a duet with George Jones on one of his albums a while back, and he recorded one of my songs, and then he got me to sing on I Don't Need Your Rocking Chair. And on my last record, obviously before he passed, he did a duet with me on my last record, so it was really cool. And I was out on the road with him. Nobody can say T. Graham Brown. Nobody can say it. They call me TJ, T. Ray, T. Roy, TJ Graham, T. Graham Bell. That's a big one. They call me T.G. Shepherd half the time. And anything with 3 names. They call me Earl Thomas Conley. People do. They do. Anything with 3 names. There's this band called Crosby, Stills, and Nash. There's a guy in there named Graham Nash. I was in Florida. They put my picture in the paper, and underneath it said T. Graham Nash. So they called me everything. So I was out on the road with George, and we were in Oklahoma, and it was a Sunday. I remember it was real windy that day and hot. It was outside. There was about 10,000 people there. Anyway, we did our show, and they acted like they liked us, and I went to visit with George on his bus like we do, and he was in there watching boxing. He loved boxing, and watched it a while, and he looked at me and said, son, we're going to end up with I Don't Need Your Rocking Chair. I want you to come out there and help me sing it. We'll load up and go to the next show. And I said, yes, sir. So I'm watching him from the side of the stage, and people are just loving him. And finally, they kick into I Don't Need Your Rocking Chair, and I walk out there, and we sing it, and they're hooping and hollering, and he goes to thinking, they all want to thank the promoter for such great sound and lights. And I want to thank the radio station for coming out and seeing the show. And I want to thank the Jones boys. Aren't they great? I want to thank our backup singers. Aren't they beautiful? And then he put his arm around my neck like this and pulled me right there anyway, but most of all, I want to thank my good buddy, Tom T. Hall. I said, what in the hell are you talking about? You know? And the whole way back to the bus, he goes, son, I'm sorry, I know you're mad. So anyway, so we're going to think of one, and we're going to get to country. Let's go to downtown. We're going to go downtown. Yeah! You know, I'm going to go to Memphis, as a matter of fact. I see the sign that says Memphis, 26 miles. That's right. Well, I'm headed into Memphis, Tennessee. It's the one place in this world I can get something to eat. I'm hungry for some loving and some fried chicken. cow. She can smoke a pig, can fry some fowl. Got biscuit. Jimmy Dickens is 93, I think, on December the 19th. I think it was 93, maybe 94. I was sharing a dressing room with him one time, and he went off the stage right before I did. I still had to sing a couple, and I went down the dressing room. He's 94, 3. And he was bent over, rooting around in his bag for something, and he was naked except he had on a pair of purple bikini underwear. I mean, really, I'm serious. And it was strange. Like a third grader, though, I walked over there, and reached down there and pulled him up, popped him, jumped up. He told me, every time I see him, I love him very much. And I kneel down, I kiss him on the cheek, and I tell him that I love him. I whispered in his ear. And he's always got cigarettes and a hint of bourbon on his breath. The keys to longevity. He told me there was this old man and old woman sitting at home. The old man got up to leave, and the old lady said, "Where are you going?" He turned around and said, "I'm going down to the doctor's office and give him some of that Viagra." As soon as he said that, the old lady hopped up and started following him out. He turned around and said, "Well, where are you going?" And she said, "I'm going down there to get a tetanus shot if you plan on using that rusty thing." That's not me, that's little Jimmy Dickens. He took an old cold tater and waited, I believe. He slept at the foot of the bed. He's something, man. Oh, the stories of him when he was young, boy. Woo, him and Fair and Young. Oh, I'll tell you one here in a while about it concerns, well, Sheila probably don't want me to tell her. It concerns Fair and Young, Ferlin Husky, Tanya Tucker, George Jones, Don King, the fight promoter, and me. We were out on the town, man. It was something, boy. I get by to see her every chance I can. I catch a whiff when I turn the corner. My mouth starts to water, and I'm a goner for that Memphis women and fried chicken. Memphis women and chicken. Well, I'll take my old guitar and I'll go down on Beale, play some good blues and get a real good deal. I don't care the whiskey ever hits my lips, as long as I get a taste of the barbecue real. Hey, that's right. Up on a bluff, she makes a living making pies. Got chocolate covered fingers, dark blueberry eyes. Got that light powdered sugar sprinkled all in her hair. Her apple turnover is beyond. It was, I can't remember, it's seated between 15 and 20,000. They played, they had a pro basketball team and a pro hockey team. Anyway, Elvis was playing there, and I decided I'd go. Somebody gave me some tickets, and I went over there with this boy that played football at Georgia. We were living in Athens, Georgia. That's where I'm from. So we went over there, and our goal was to go over to the Georgia Tech football field and desecrate, I will say, the 50-yard line. That was our main objective of the trip. And having the tickets to Elvis was just icing on the cake. So I was sitting there, and there was a barrier going around the stage that was about this high. And I had we had been imbibing, and I had the bright idea, I'm going to go get on stage with Elvis. So I got one leg over that barrier, and I was just fixing to, I had one foot on stage. Shattered, that's right. That sounds like something like Frank Sinatra would say, though. I wonder if that's an old saying, an old word.
Doobie-doobie-doo.
Shadoobie. Shattered. That's it.
Sammy Davis.
Do what?
Sammy Davis.
That's it, boy. Sammy Davis. He was a spark plug, boy. Dean Martin.
This is my guy here, the T. Graham, and man, like I said, the heart and the soul here, brother.
You know what I was doing?
Go ahead.
I was almost late. I was up there in the room. I was emailing this big shot friend of mine. All of that. Now, is there, tell me this now. This doesn't concern y'all, but you can hear it. I'm teasing. This is very interesting. Is the accordion harder to play than the squeeze box? It's not the same thing, right?
I would,
And so the squeeze box is cooler than the accordion, right? That's what I think too. Because that's what this guy was. Those designs are, they're old. It's an old style. It's called paisley. Yeah. That looks like that. You know, it's got those little. See, let me see. You see something that looks like that right there?
Right.
That's paisley.
wow.
It looks like one of
Not-
T's old shirts.
Not the color.
No paisley.
Paisley's not a color. It's like a design.
Basically, I'll
We're
ask.
having fashion talk. See, you should have been taping all that.
Well, I got it. I got that.
That's some good stuff. Big shots, and they would have loved you. They would have loved you because everybody knows how good he is. And so I wrote in there that I thought the squeeze box. I said Joel plays the squeeze box, not the accordion. And I said the accordion's okay, but the squeeze box is the thing. So, yeah, I thought that was right.
We call it now the Mamu air compressor.
The what now?
The Mamu air compressor.
There you go.
It's-
I told him, you know what? I told him that Joel was a genuine, really, and I put really in big letters, really a French Canuck.
Cajun. That's right, brother. Thank you so much.
Hey, look, you jump up here and play with us, all right?
Okay.
If you feel like it. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, T. Graham Brown.
Hey, man, Joel, and I know y'all know this, Joel's a real thing. I know, he's a real thing, no doubt. Canuck. That's just a slang word for Canada. I don't know if there's such a thing as a Canuck. I don't know. It's what? Yeah. I'm just saying. She was wondering if it was a boat, but it's not a thing. It's just a slang word for a Canadian, right? There you have it. She's from Canada. What y'all? Oh, and by the way, thanks to the guys up here. Y'all sound great. We like to skate on thin ice. That is to say, we have no sound check, no rehearsal, but who cares? It don't bother me. Fast, man, no, like this. Like, about like that. That's right. Y'all do it. Y'all keep doing it, man. Keep working on it. Well, today I started loving you again, and I'm right back where I would always be. I got over you just long enough to let my heartache be. Then today I started loving you again. All right, stop. Go up a notch. That's right.
ride. Today I started loving you again. And Lord, I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heartache mend. Then today I started loving you. Let's take it, guys. Well, I got over you just long enough to let my heartache mend. Then today I started loving you again. He's doing it, he's doing it. I got some good ones actually. A lot of them I can't tell. That's the best ones I can't tell. Kick it off back there. We'll do whatever. Just go down the list. Whatever y'all want to do. I'll be ready, I hope. Where's Joel? Is he still in here? Hey, Joe. I sure was bragging on you a while ago, no kidding. And Bobby, you came up too. Your name came up in a good way. So I've got to where I just sing to the house, which means I don't have any monitors and I just hear the mains. But that makes me sing too hard and it makes my throat hurt. Let's see, can you hear? Nah. I'm good though. I'm good, thank you. And I was just teasing about that, but occasionally you do have good monitors, don't you? I should say it that way. What y'all want to play? No, let's don't do that. Let's do I Tell It Like It Used to Be. Y'all can take time. We're just making this up as we go, if you couldn't tell. I've tried to fight this battle by myself, but it's a war that I can't win without your help. Tonight I'm as low as any man can go. I'm down and I can't fall much farther. And once upon a time you turned the water into wine. And now on my knees I'm turning to you, Father. Could you help me turn the wine back into water? So many times I've hurt the ones I love. I pushed them to the edge of giving up. They stood by me, but how much can they stand if I don't put this bottle in your hand? Tonight I'm as low as any man can go. Well, I'm down, I can't fall much farther. And once upon a time you turned the water into wine. And now on my knees I'm turning to you, Father. I'm begging for forgiveness and a miracle from you. 'Cause tonight love is low, oh, as any man can go. Yeah, I'm down, and I can't fall much farther. And once upon a time, you turned the water into wine. And now on my knees, I'm turning to you, Father. Could you help me turn the wine back into water? Could you help me turn this wine back into water? God bless the United States of America.